Let's take a look at this guy right here. So now we want to go and solve now two-step inequalities. And the same thing like example 1, we want to write it in interval notation and in graph form. So let's go ahead and first start with these guys here. So same thing as if it was an equation. I want to get rid of the 2 and then get rid of the 5 here. So let's first go ahead and subtract 2 from both sides. And so now we'll have a 5x is less than or equal to negative 50. And then we're going to go ahead and divide by 5 on both sides here. So we'll have x is less than or equal to negative 10. So the way that you want to think of this is as follows. X is less than negative 10, meaning that the smallest number it's going to go to is negative infinity, and the biggest number is negative 10. And the way that the graph looks, we go ahead and start with the number that we have here, negative 10. So it says x is less than or equal to negative 10. So meaning with the bracket, it's going to go to the left. And how do I know it's going to go to the left? Because x is less than negative 10. Numbers that are less than negative 10 go to the left. How do I know to use a bracket? Because it has the equal to symbol. So this graph right here has to match this interval notation. How negative infinity is represented by this arrow pointing to the left, and this bracket right here is represented by that negative 10 right there. All right, let's go over here, and I'm going to go ahead and move the 6 over there, so I'm going to subtract 6x from both sides there. So I get negative 4 is greater than or equal to negative 8x. And if I want to solve for x here, I'm going to divide by negative 8s. So I get negative 4 divided by negative 8 is a half. Just remember, because I just divided by negative, I had to flip the inequality. So now that's going to go to a less than now, and then x. So the way that you read this is you say x is greater than or equal to 1/2. Or you can flip this. You can say x is greater than or equal to 1/2. Okay, so notice what I did there. If you like the x on the left side, you need to flip the x and also flip the 1/2 and also flip the inequality. So you kind of have to reverse everything so that it stays consistent, all right? So the interval notation of this, x is greater than or equal to 1/2. So the smallest number is a half. It starts at a half and it goes to infinity. And the way that this is looking as far as our number line is we have a half right here. So x is greater than or equal to 1/2. So it starts at 1/2 and it goes to the right.